Good evening, everybody. Here we are for this is going to be number 253. So, 253 auctions today. It is 3 minutes till the hour. Just coming on to say hi to everybody before we get started. Got Coin Junkie, Mr. Adams, Mr. McCumber, Mr. McCain, and Mr. Byer here. I wish everybody a great and wonderful evening. And hope you find something here you simply can't live without. Hey, Mickey. So I just got back from a vacation that lasted, about a week. And covered almost every corner of the state of North Carolina. In fact, we drove over 950 miles and never left the state, if you could believe that. Went all the way over to Asheville in the western part of the state, and then I went to a place called Carova Beach, which is in the far northeastern corner of the state. Hello, Ken of Mine, Dirty Water, there's Shinbone, Roger Borland. Good evening to everybody. Got the list up there at coppercoins.com/auction. Make sure you go take a look at it real quick. And that coin up there on your screen right now is a 1914D that'll be for sale tonight. It'll be up there this evening. It's the last one of the single coins I'll be running. Also have a mystery pull coming up this week. It's going to be on Thursday evening. And same deal as usual. It's going to be $2 per coin in lots of 10. If you get 2 lots, 20 coins, you get 5 free. Just let me know at any point in time that you want in on that, and we will get you there. Hello, Techstar. Good evening to you, Roy Wheeler. All right. Just getting ready to get everything all put together so we're ready to go. I'm going to be running a little bit quicker this evening than we do some other times. I'm getting to a point where my auctions will be a little bit faster than they've been in the past. So you'll have to work to keep up. We got 1 minute left until everything gets started. Hello, DC. Mr. Adams again. So you seem to be quite active on here this evening. I welcome you. I'll welcome all of you. A 14D is very tough to get in better grades. The good thing about having it in a lower grade like this is a VG coin. And the good thing about having it in lower grades like this is that they are less expensive, by far. You get up to VF and you're talking about 4 or 5 times this money. Richard Sappington, good evening to you, sir. All right, it is 7 o'clock, straight up and down, right on the dot. We're going to get started. 7 o'clock Eastern time, that is. And if Eric will do the honors, I'm going to show off our first coin this evening. It's going to be this right here, an 1847 large cent, a little bit of damage. Going to start this off at $12 only. $12, anybody bid a $12 bid? How about $12? $12 on this, anybody bid a $12 bid? How about a bid of 12? It's less than the value of a good condition coin. This one's got fine to very fine details. Richard Sappington gives me a $12 bid. 12 now 13. How about 13? Anybody bid a 13? How about 13? $13. Got a value of $22 on this. Looking for 13. $13 now. Anybody bid a 13? 13 now. Anybody bid a 13 once now? 13. Looking for a bid of 13 now. Anybody bid a 13 twice? 12 now. Looking for a bid of 13. $13 now. Anybody bid a 13? How about a bid of 13? Sold at $12. Thank you, Richard. Next up this evening, much better condition than the last. This is a 1845 large cent. 1845 large cent. This one is in fine to very fine plus condition. Starting this off at $27. $27 only. Anybody bid at 27? How about a bid of 27? 27 now. Anybody bid at 27? $27. Looking for a bid of 27. How about a bid of 27? 27 now. To bid a bid of 27. No bids at 27. There we go. Brad Anderson, 27. Hello, Brad. Hello, Doug. Good evening, sir. Got 27 now. Looking for a bid of 28. $28. How about a bid of 28? 28 now. To bid a bid of 28. Eric Maith. Good morning. Good evening, sir. Good evening to Urka. 27 now. Looking for a bid of 28. $28. How about a bid of 28? $28 now. To bid a bid of 28. How about a bid of 28? 27 once. Now looking for a bid of 28 now. To bid a bid of 28. How about a bid of 28? At 27 twice. Looking for a bid of $28. 28 now. How about a bid of 28? $28 now. To bid a bid of 28. How about a bid of 28? Sold to Brad Anderson. $27. I appreciate it, sir. How about this? Masonic penny. It's really cool. Let's start this off at $2. $2 to get you started on this Masonic penny in very fine plus condition. $2. Anybody bid a $2 bid? $2 now. Anybody bid a $2? How about a bid of 2? They do make these for all the different, I don't know what you call them, posts. I was never a Mason, so I don't know. Brad Anderson comes in at $2 too now, looking for a bid of 2.5. 2.5 now. Anybody bid a 2.5? 2.5. How about a bit of 2.5? 2.5. Anybody bid of $2.5 now? Anybody bid of 2.5? Got $2 looking for a bit of 2.5. 2.5 now. Anybody bid of 2.5? How about a bit of 2.5? 2.5. For anybody else who's interested in making a bid, looks like you got it, Brad. $2. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Look at this. Oh. Ooh, the colors. How interesting the colors. Right? There we go. 1948S with beautiful toning on it. I'm going to start this off at $9 only. $9 get you a bid on $9. How about a bid of $9? $9 bid? How about a bid of 9? Got Timothy Morrell at $9. 9 now. Now I'm looking for a $10 bid. $10 now. How about a bid of $10? $10 bid? How about a bid of 10? $10, $10 now. Anybody bid a $10? $10 bid? How about a bid of $10? $10 bid? I got Timothy Morrell at $9. Need a 10. Frank at 10. Now 11. Now $11. $11. How about $11 bid? $11 bid. Anybody bid $11? Tim at 12 now. Tim at 12 now. Looking for a bid of 13. 13. How about a bid of 13? $13. Anybody bid of 13? 13. I got Tim at 12, looking for a bid of 13. $13 now. How about a bid of 13? 13 now. How about a bid of 13? There's Frank at 13 now. 14. 13 now. 14. 14. Tim comes back at 15. $15 now. Looking for a bid of 16. 16. I got 15. Looking for a bid of 16. $16 now. Any bid of $16. $16. Any bid of 16. 16. How about a bid of 16? Frank is out. And Tim gets this one at $15. Thank you very much, sir. Moving right along. How about this? Check out that lamination going all the way across the coin. It's very dramatic, very nice looking. 1971D. And start me off at $9 here. How about a bid of $9? $9 now. Anybody bid of $9? $9 only. How about a bid of 9? A sucker for those, huh? We've got other toners. I don't think we've got toners running tonight. Well, one more toner, I believe. Yeah, it's a 38D Buffalo Nickel RPM. Beautiful toner. At $9 now, looking for a bid of $9 bid. How about open it up at $9? How about a bid of $9 bid? Any bid of $9? How about a bid of $9? All right, we'll pass. Up next, look at that. That is a struck through the date area on a 1946D Lincoln Cent. 1946D Lincoln Cent there. They don't get a lot prettier than this right here. Nice, extremely fine. Starting at $9. Anybody bid a $9 bid? $9 now. How about a bid a $9 bid? How about a bid a 9? $9 only. Give me $9. How about a bid a $9 bid? How about a bid a $9? $9 now. How about a bid a $9? How about a bid a $9 bid? There's Tim at 9. 9 now. 10 now. 10. 10. 10. How about a bid a $10 bid? There's Dan McCumber. $10. $10 now. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. How about $11 bid? $11 bid. Now. How about a bid $11? How about 11? Got 10. Looking for an 11. 11. 11. 11. Tim is out. Dan at 10. Looking for an $11 bid. Anybody bid $11? Sold that one to Dan at $10. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Looking at our next coin, here is a 1946D with a very interesting error. I'm really not sure what this error is, and I can tell you that the color is a bit off on my camera on this. This coin is not so nutty, brassy looking. Anyhow, here's the reverse. This was a coin struck on a very weird looking planchet. Let's start this off at $7. How about a $7 bid? 7 now. Anybody bid a $7? How about a $7 bid? $7 now. Anybody bid a $7 bid? Hey, I bet a bid a $7 bid. How about a bid a $7 bid? Anybody bid a 7? There's Dan at 7. Dan got in first at 7. Mickey at 8 now, looking for 9. $9 bid now. How about a $9 bid? $9. Anybody bid a $9 bid? How about a bid a $9? Got Frank at 9. Roger and Dan both try 9. Frank's got it first, though, looking for a $10 bid. Now, how about a $10? There's Roger at 10. Roger at 10. Mickey tries 10, needs 11. $11 bid. Now, how about $11 bid? $11 bid. Anybody bid $11? How? There's Frank at $11. 11 now. 12. 12. How about a $12 bid? 12 now. Anybody bid a $12 bid? There's Mickey at 12 now. 13. 13. 13. How about a $13 bid? 13 now. Anybody bid a 13? How about a 13? Got 12, looking for 13. There's Frank at 15. 15 now. 16. 16. How about a $16 bid? Anybody bid a 16? $16. No bid at 16. Got 15. There's 16 now. 17. Now 17. $17. How about a $17 bid? Anybody bid a 17? 17. There's Frank at 17 now. 18. $18 now. How about an $18 bid? Anybody bid of 18? There's Mickey at 18 now. 19. 19. Anybody bid a 19? $19. How about a bid of 19? 19. Anybody bid a 19? There's Frank at 20 now. 21. Frank at 20 now. 21. $21. How about a bid of 21? $21. How about a bid of 21? 21. Anybody bid of 21? I got Frank at 20. Looking for a bid of 21. $21. How about a bid of 21? There's Mickey at 21 now. 22. 22 now. How about a bid of 22? 22. Anybody bid of 22? How about a bid of 22? 22. Frank there at 22 now. 23. You're looking for 23. How about a bit of 23? 23. How about a bit of 23? And Mickey is out. And Frank looks like he might take it at 22. Give it a few more seconds at 23. Looking for a bit of 23. How about a bit of 23? Going once at 23. 22. Looking for a bit of 23 now. A bit of 23. Twice now at 22. Looking for a bit of 23. $23. How about a bit of 23? $23 now. A bit of 23. Sold at $22. Thank you very much, Mr. McCain. Up next, look at the condition of this coin, okay? Look at the Blakesley effect up at the very top, right above the W of we. And then this little clip down here at the bottom. I'm telling you what, folks, this is a perfect example of a small clip. Perfect example of a small clip for you, 1930D, a very high-end AU coin. And we are starting this one off at $16. You've also got a lamination peel on the reverse. Very slight lamination there on the reverse. You've got your Blakesley effect showing through. You've got your E pluribus unum up there with a little curved clip in it. Now I'll explain what the Blakesley effect is. The rim is upset on these coins by turning around in a mill that squeezes the edges of the coin. If you have a clipped planchet where you come around to where that clip is, you're not going to squeeze in the edge on the opposite side. Given that you're not going to squeeze in the edge on the opposite side, you don't get a rim over there. So since you don't get a rim over there, the coin remains just a little bit more flat. And that is what you have just opposite the rim, or just opposite the area where the clip is. you've got what we call a Blakesley effect, a little bit of flatness. That is one of a number of different ways of ascertaining that you have a real clip. This is the real deal, boys and girls, on a 1930D coin. 1930D alone in uncirculated is a $25 coin. We're at $27 now to Tim Morrell. Looking for a bit of 28. 28 now. How about a bit of 28? $28. How about a bit of 28? 28. 80. Bit of 28. 28 now. A bit of 28. How about a bit of 28? $28 now. A bit of 28. If anybody wants in on this mystery coin pull number 56, please let us know how many lots you'd like at $20 per lot, 10 coins at $2 a piece. Got Tim at 27 now, looking for a bit of 28, $28. How about a bit of 28? Got 27 once now, looking for a bit of 28. How about a bit of 28? 27, looking for a bit of 28 now, a bit of 28 twice now, a bit of 28. How about a bit of 28? And sold to Tim at 27. I appreciate it, Tim. Thank you very much, sir. You got yourself a really nice looking coin. Next up, right here, 1961D. 1961D. Now, this one is a straight clip. You see how the clip is straight in a straight line? That means it came from the edge of the sheet instead of the center area of the sheet. These straight clips are about 10 times less common than the curved clips by nature, because they can only happen once per row. The curved clips can happen many more times a row depending on how wide the sheet is that they're cutting the blanks out of. Dan McCumber gives me a $5 start. Roger at 6 now. Looking for a bit of 7. $7. How about a bit of $7? 7 now and a bit of 7. There's Trip with $8. $8 now. Looking for a bit of 9.99. There's Dan back at 9. Looking for a $10 bid now, 10. How about a bit of $10 bid now, a bit of $10. This one does not show a Blakesley effect, but that's understandable. They don't always show the Blakesley effect on the opposite side. But any clip has the opportunity to. Dan now at 13, looking for a bit of 14. $14 now. How about a bit of 14? $14. Decent AU coin here. Looking for 14. How about a $14 bid now? A bit of 14. How about a bit of 14? 14. There's Trip Witt back at 14. 14 now. 15. $15. How about a bit of 15? 15. A bit of 15. 15 now. A bit of 15. Looking for a bit of 15. How about a bit of 15 now? A bit of 15. 14 once now. Looking for a bit of 15. How about a bit of 15? 14 twice now. Looking for a bit of 15. $15. How about a bit of 15? Dan McCumber is out. Looking for a bit of 15. Last call now. Looking for a bit of 15. How about a bit of 15? 15. Sold at $14. Trip Witt. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, how about a 1928S Lincoln Cent? I'm sorry about the color in this. The color is just a bit off. It's a little too yellow. But this is a very nice 1928S, small s. It is a decent AU coin, very nice looking AU coin. It has just a touch of luster remaining in some hidden areas. Here's the reverse for you. Very beautiful coin. Brad Anderson gives me a $20 start on this. 20 now, looking for a bit of 21. $21. How about a bit of 21? 21 now, a bit of 21. Now this is the small s, 1928S. It is more common than the large S, just to let you know that. But it is still not easy to get in this condition. 28S is usually quite a bit more worn down. Shinbone at 21 now, looking for a bit of 22. 22 now, how about a bit of 22? 22, a bit of 22. Got a $27 coin here. 22 now, a bit of 22. How about a bit of 22? 22. There's Brad Anderson at 22 now, 23. 22 now, 23. $23. How about a bit of 23? $23 now, a bit of 23. Any bit of 23. I got Frank at 25 now. 25, looking for a bit of 26. 26 now. How about a bit of 26? 26. I did a bit of 26. Got Shinbone at 26 now. Brad at 27. 27 now. Looking for a bit of 28. $28. How about a bit of 28 now? A bit of 28. A bit of 28. How about a bit of 28? 28. Let's look at that reverse again. The color is off. You can tell I'm not that yellow. I'm not jaundiced people. There's a weird color. Let me see if I can change that color a little bit. Well, that's the best I can get. The best I can get. Right there. Got Shinbone at 28. Now looking for a bit of $29. $29 now. How about a bit of $29, $29? Anybody bit of $29, $29? How about a bit of $29, $29? Anybody bit of $29? Yeah, it's just... Maybe that's a little bit better. Did that... And see, now we get into where we're supposed to be able to see color, and I cannot. Looking for a bit of 29. Anybody bit of 29, 29? 28 going once now. Looking for a bit of 29. How about a bit of 29? Bit of 29. Bit of 29. Anybody bit of 29? Got 28 going twice now. Looking for a bit of 29. 29. 29. How about a bit of 29? 29. Anybody bit of 29? Gonna let it go. Last call. 28 looking for a bit of 29. And sold. Sold to Shinbone. Thank you very much. Next coin up. This one's going to be a nice one. 1927D. 27D. This one is an AU. Nice AU coin here. 1927D. A little bit soft on the obverse. Tiny bit of softness on the reverse. That was a later dice date strike. Still a very nice coin. Brad Anderson gives me a $25 start. 25 now, 26. 26, looking for a bit of 26. 26, how about a bit of 26, 26? I did a bit of 26. Got 25, looking for a bit of 26, 26 now. I did a bit of 26, 26. I did a bit of 26. Got 25 going once now, looking for a bit of 26, $26. How about a bit of 26, 26? I did a bit of 26. At 25, 25 going twice now, looking for a bit of 26, 26 now. How about a bit of 26, 26? I did a bit of 26. Last call at 25. Looking for a bit of 26. 26 now. And a bit of 26. All right. Sold. Brad Anderson. $25. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Now, next up, 1923S. How often do you see a 23S with that much detail? Folks, if this doesn't sell, I'm keeping it. $30 start on this one. Got Shinbone at $30 right away. I lose it. $30 now. Looking for a bit of 32. $32. $2 increments starting at $30. So I got a $32 bid. Now 32. Anybody bid of 32? $30. Looking for a bit of 32. 32 now. A bit of 32. There's Frank at 32. Now 34. 32 now 34. 34. Anybody bid of 34? How about a bit of 34? 34. Can't do 33. Shinbone. Got to do 34. There we go. 34 now. 36. 36, the next bid, a bit of 36, 36 now. How about a bit of 36, 36, a bit of 36. Talking about a $55 coin here. Here is the reverse side. Frank McCain at 36 now, 38, looking for a 38. There's Shinbone back at 38 now, 40. 38 now, 40, $40. How about a bit of $40 bid? Anybody bid a $40 bid? How about a bit of $40 bid? Anybody bid a $40 bid? 49, a bit of $40 bid. Not a lot of luster on this one, but man, you don't have hardly any anywhere. I'm calling this EF plus. It's probably an AU. Just a little flat spot on the cheek. I got Frank at 42 now, 44. How about a bit of 44? There's 44 now, 46. 44 now, 46, $46. How about a bit of 46, 46? A bit of 46. 46, looking for a bit of 46, 46 now. A bit of 46. How about a bit of 46? 44, looking for a bit of 46. Anybody bit of 46, 44 going once now. Looking for a bit of 46, 46. There's 46. 46 now, 48. $48. How about a bit of 48, $48 now? A bit of 48. How about a bit of 48, 48 now? There's 48 now, 50. 50, looking for an even 50. $50 bid now. A bit of $50, $50. Anybody bit of $50 bid? 59, a bit of $50 bid. $50 bid now. A bit of 50. Got 48 going once. Looking for a bit of $50. $50 bid now. A bit of $50. Out of 48, running twice. Now looking for a bit of $50, 59, a bit of 50. Frank is out. All right, sold $48 to Shinbone. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Next up, 1921S. We're getting out the old stuff today. The goodies. $21 start on this. How about a bit of 21? $21 start. Anybody bid of 21? 21 now. Anybody bid of 21? In excess of $30 value here. 21, looking for a bit of 21. There's 21 now. 22. 22, anybody bid of 22? 22, anybody bid of 22? How about a bit of 22? 22. I got Dan McCumber at 22 now. 23. $23. How about a bit of 23? 23, anybody bid of 23? How about a bit of 23? Oh, that's a bummer, Brad. Go plug into your Ethernet if you can. Got a 22. Looking for a bit of 23. $23. How about a bit of 20? There's 23 now. 24. 24. Now, a bit of 24. 24. A bit of 24. How about a bit of 24? 24. A bit of 24. Where'd you get that from, Mickey? You watching two broadcasts at the same time? I got a 23. Looking for a bit of 24. 24. Anybody a bit of 24? How about a bit of 24? 24. A bit of 24? Got 23 going once now. Look at a bit of 24. 24 now. A bit of 24. How about a bit of 24? 24? Mickey's cheating on me. $23 now. A bit of 24. 24. A bit of 24. Last call. Looking for a bit of 24. 24 now. A bit of 24. All sold now. 23. Shinbone 23. Thank you very much. Next item. We have this 1919S. Let me get this in focus here. There we go. Had this 1919S for $10 start, $10 only. How about a $10 start? Anybody bid a $10 bid? How about a bit of $10 bid? How about a bit of $10? In the first 10 years of the Lincoln Cent, we have an S Mint coin with almost all of its details selling at $10 and nobody wants it. Shame for shame for shame. A $17 plus coin here starting at 10. Dan at 10 now, looking for an $11 bid. 11 now. How about $11 bid? Anybody bid $11? How about a bit of $11? At 10, looking for a bit of $11. Anybody bid $11? How about a bit of $11? At 10, looking for a bit of 11 going once now. Anybody bid 11? How about a bit of 11? At 10, $10 going twice now. Looking for a bit of $11 bid. How about an $11 bid? $11 bid now. Anybody bid $11 bid? There's 11. 11 now. 12. 12. How about a $12 bid? 12. And anybody bid a dozen. There's Trip with a $12 bid now. $13. How about a bit of 13? Anybody bid a 13? 12. Looking for a bit of $13. How about a bit of $13 now? Anybody bid a 13? 12 going once. Looking for a bit of $13 now. Anybody bid a 13? How about a bit of $13 now? Anybody bid a 13? Twice at 12, looking for a bit of 13. How about a bit of $13 now? A bit of 13. How about a bit of 13? $75 in pennies. Baby, how you doing? All right, we're sold at $12. Trip Red, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Next up would be this. Beautiful 1919 Philadelphia Lincoln Cent here. 1919 Philadelphia, and uncirculated. 1919 here. Very fresh looking fields and everything. A pretty coin. Start this off at 17. How about a $17 bid? 17 now. Anybody bid a 17? How about a bit of 17? 17. Anybody bid a 17? How about a bit of 17? 17. Give me a start at 17. How about a 1919 Philadelphia? Hey, Paul. Shinbone comes in at 17. 17 now, an $18 bid. How about a bit of 18? $18? No, and the matte proofs ended in 1916. This is 3 full years after the last matte proof. It is a pretty coin, but it's just an earlier strike on a business die. Got 17 now, looking for an $18 bid. 18 now. We've got a $27 coin here going for $17. Your full $10 behind value right now. I got 17, looking for an $18 bid. 18 now. Anybody bid of 18? Take it at 18 now. They'll have it a bid of 18, $18. Anybody bid of 18, $18 now. Anybody bid of 18? 17, looking for a bid of 18. How about a bid of 18? Oh, once at 17, looking for a bit of 18, $18 now. And a bit of 18. How about a bit of 18? Twice at 17 now. How about a bit of 18, $18 now. And a bit of 18, a bit of 18. How about a bit of 18, $18? And sold to Shinbone. $17. You got yourself a great deal right there. Heck, I'd have bought that for 17. Here's an 18D. You don't see these like this very often. And I'm selling this at extremely fine money because it has no luster. So I got an 18D here at $15. Folks, you're not going to see one with this kind of detail at $18 very often. Or $15, I'm sorry. Make it 15 now. I got 75. Comes in at $20. 20 now, 21, $21. How about a bit of 21? $21 now, a bit of 21. There's Mickey at 21. 21 now, 22. 22, a bit of 22. How about a bit of 22? There's Brad at 23. Now 75 comes back at 25. 25, looking for a bit of 26 now. 26, how about a bit of 26? 26. Got 75 in at 25. Looking for 26, if that's not confusing enough. Mickey gives me a $26 bid. He's got a beat on what's going on. Got 26 now. Looking for a bit of 27, $27. How about a bit of 27, 27? A bit of 27. There's 75 back at 28. 75 at 28. Looking for 29. $29. How about a bit of 29? 29. Anybody bit of 29, 29. Got 28. Looking for a bit of 29. Anybody bit of 29? How about a bit of 29 and 29? There's Mickey at 30. 30 now, 31. 31. Anybody bit of 31? $31. How about a bit of 31? 31. Anybody bit of 30? I'm sorry, 32. It's $2 increments starting at $30, Chuck. 30 now, looking for 32. 32. Anybody bit of 32? How about a bit of 32? 32. Anybody bit of 32? 75 is out. Crimea River, huh? That's what that looks like, Crimea River. 30 now, looking for a bit of 32. 32 now, a bit of 32. 30 going once, looking for a bit of 32. 32, a bit of 32. How about a bit of 32? 32. I got 30 now, going twice, looking for a bit of 32. 32 now, a bit of 32. How about a bit of 32? 32. Wait, a bit of 32, bit of 32, bit of 32, a bit of 32. All right, Mickey, you get this one. Mickey at $30. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. And we got this one. It says a 1917D. It is an uncirculated coin. It's Choice Unk. It's got a few little scrape marks and scratches here and there. Here is the reverse. And we're running this one at $80. $80 only. How about a bit of $80? 89, a bit of $80. 1917 Philadelphia, 1917 Denver, I'm sorry. 17 Denver at $80, 89, a bit of $80. How about a bit of $80, $80 bid, now a bit of 80. All right, on this one coin, we're going to do a call down. If I name the price and you want it at that price, you say bin. You say bin, okay? Now, here we go. $78. $78 now. A bit of 78. Give you just a minute to get your number in there. All right. Brad says 80 bin. He'll take it at $80. Thank you, sir. I'll give it to you at 78. So Brad gets it at 78. And there it is. Lot number 18. Here is an oddball. There is a quarter. It is broad struck, and then it was beat to hell by the machine. I'm not going to move my camera. I'll just slide the coin up and down like this. Much larger than a normal quarter. It is this broad struck 1985 D, or Philadelphia. I'm sorry, 85 Philadelphia. I should read my own notes. 85 Philadelphia broad struck quarter. I'll start this off at $30. How about a bit of $30? $30 bid. Anybody bid of $30? $30. How about 30? $30. Anybody bid a $30? $30 bid. How about a $30 bid? $39, a bit of $30. How about a $30 bid? $30 bid, not a bit of $30. All right, we're going to do it again. 28 now. 28 the bid now. How about a bit of 28? Take it at 28. Say bin. And you get it. It's yours. 28. Give it just a few seconds here at 28. See if anybody bins. You never know when someone's going to sneak a bin in there. $27 now. 27. Give me a bin at 27. You get this one all to your own. I got this one at a $50 coin. It's like quarter broadstruck are very scarce. Roger gets it at 27. Thank you, Roger. Sold at 27. Here's my next coin. How about this? 1956. Shiny as hell proof dime. There it is. Beautiful proof on both sides. $1956 proof dime. We're going to start this one off at $14. $14 only. Roy gives me a $15 bid. How about a bit of 16? 16 now. How about a bit of 16? How about a bit of 16? 16 now. How about a bit of 16? How about a bit of 16? $16. Got 15. Looking for 16. How about a bit of 16? 16 now. Not that it really matters, but this is silver. In case anybody forgot. 1956 dimes are 90% silver. I got a 15, looking for a 16, $16 now. A bit of 16, 15 going once. Looking for a bit of 16, 16 now. Have a bit of 16, $16. Twice now at 15, looking for a bit of 16, $16 now. A bit of 16, how about a bit of 16, $16? Sold. Roy Wheeler, 15. Next up, I hope this shows up well. It kind of does. You can see that color on this coin. Color is just exploding on this coin. Really beautiful. Here is the reverse. And if you look closely, you can see that the mint mark is a repunched mint mark. Let's start this off at $40. Brad Anderson for 20 mystery pulls. Thank you very much, sir. You get this where we can see that mint mark area. There it is. Nice D over D west. Got a D sticking up there to the left of the other D. I appreciate it, Brad. Thank you very much. You have a great night, sir. Just looking for a $40 bill. 49, a bit of $40. How about a bit of 40? You get a nice uncirculated repunch mint mark buffalo nickel that has beautiful toning. It could be, it's probably RPM 2. Although I think there are 2 or 3 different ones that look very similar to one another. Looking for a $40 bid? Anybody bid a $40? How about a bid of 40? All right, I'll do this just for you guys. Say bin if you want it at 39. I do have a break point where if you don't bin by then, I'm going to close it off. We'll try it at 39. Okay, it is RPM 2. All right, cool. 39. Anybody bid a 39? Bin it off at 39 if you want it. All right, no bin at 39. We're moving to 38. $38 if you want it. Take it, 38. Nice Gem BU coin. Just say bin if you like it. There it is. That's just a beautiful looking coin. 38. Anybody take it at 38? No bin at 38. How about 37? 37 now? Anybody bid at 37? Take it at $37. Anybody want it for $37? Yeah, the toning is very attractive on this one. You have seen this before, I believe, Eric. It's just hard to get it to show up. Sherman, stop it. Quit. God, this dog down here licking and he's just driving me nuts. All right, 36. Take it at 36. Just give me a bin. Bin at 36. Got that one little rim hit right above the IB of Liberty. Get out of here. Go. All right, Otis takes it. $36. Appreciate that, Otis. Thank you very much, sir. Next one I've got going up here is a 1945 Denver. Nice Gem BU 1945 Denver silver nickel with a little repunch mint mark. Now, it's not going to be obvious at this level, but if I bring it down like that and focus in, you can see it right there on the inside edge. It's the inside edge of the D. You can see a second line in there on the inside. And if I had it just right, you'd be able to see how it curves over to the top. This one's at 15. Tripwit's got a $15 bid on it, now 16. 15 now, 16, 16 now, a bit of 16. Oh, he's not junk munching. He's licking his damn paws because he's got a rawhide that he's licking on. And he just annoys the hell out of me when he gets licking. All right, Eric gives me a $16 bid, now 17. 17 now. How about a bit of 17? 17. Anybody a bit of 17? That is RPM 19, Eric says. It's RPM 19. It's 16, now 17. Now looking for an $18 bid. 18 now. A bit of 18. How about a bit of 18? Eric back of 18, now 19. Now 19, $19. How about a 19? There's 20. Trip at 20 now, 21. Trip at 20 now, 21, $21. How about a bit of 21, $21 now? How about a bit of 21? There's 22. Eric at 22 now, 23. 23, 23, a bit of 23. How about a bit of 23? By the way, Dan, he doesn't have junk, so there's not a whole lot to lick. There's 24. Trip at 24, looking for a bit of 25. 25 now, a bit of 25. 24, looking for a bit of 25. Eric is out. Got a 24. Anybody other? 25, 25. How about a bit of 25, 25? Anybody a bit of 25? There you get the whole coin view. Looking for 25. You made $25 bid. Anybody bid at 25? 25? How about a bit of 25? 25? Anybody bid at 25? 25 out there. Anybody bid at 25? Sherman's nickname is 22 Plain. Oh. Yeah. Well, he could be a small D, right? Small S. Sherman with a small S. Small letter Sherman. All right, Trip gets this one at $24. 24 to Trip. Thank you very much. Don't run these very often. Micro S. There we go. The Micro S Sherman. Well, speaking of Micro S, we're in that right category now, except this is a 1943 D. 1943 D Mercury Dime. Very nice shiny coin with full bands. It's not all that uncommon in full bands, but having a full bands coin is almost necessary for a decent typeset. 1943D with full bands. How about an $18 bid? 18 now, and a bit of 18. How about a bit of 18? $18 now, and a bit of 18. Looking for an $18 start. How about a bit of 18? $18 now, and a bit of 18. How about a bit of 18? $18. Sherman's looking at me now with a flavor of disgust in his face. He's like, "You're nasty, Dad. You're nasty." I had $18 to Roy Wheeler now. Looking for a bit of $19. How about a bit of $19 now? A bit of 19. 19. Anybody bit of 19? How about a bit of 19? Got 18, looking for a bit of $19. How about a bit of $19 now? A bit of 19. Sold to Roy at 18. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Now, big coin. I don't even get to see these very often. This is just really cute. 1937 proof. Scratches are in the plastic, folks. The coin is near perfect. It is a proof 65 red in an old annex soapbox holder. 1937 proof. This is a $325 coin. Starting this one at $250. If anybody wants it, it's $250. You probably won't have a lot of competition. $250 on this. Not going down. I'm keeping it if it's not going to sell. $250. Anybody bid at $250? $250. $250, and then I'll give it a chance at $275. See if anybody else wants it. And then you bid at $250 to start. $250 start. Anybody? Anybody? You got to give it a shot. You got to try. I'll let you look at the other side. Other side of that one. 1937 proof. This is only the second brilliant proof Lincoln Cent ever issued. First one was in 1936, and it was issued both in a satin sheeny 36, and then there was also the bright brilliant 36 like this one. And 36s are really, really scarce and very expensive. Only last chance now, $250. $250. Anybody give me $250? Give me $250. How about a bit of $250? All right, nobody $250. We're going to pass. Oops. Helps if you hit. There we go. All right, now. I'm going to switch cameras here. There we go. Here we have a Capital Plastics holder with 4 BU Lincoln Cents in it. It's called the Old and the New. It has a 1958P, a 58D, a 59P, and a 59D. You flip them over and you can see the reverse sides of these BU coins. To start this off at $25. These Capital Plastic holders like this are collectible as they are, regardless of the coins. So the value in this is mostly in the plastic, actually. Dan McCumber says he wants 10 in the pool. Thank you, Dan. Got this Capital Plastics holder. Starting this off at $25. How about a 25? 25, anybody bid a 25? 25? It's not going to get cheaper. 25 or bust. I'll keep this on my shelf full of plastics. All right, we're going to pass on this one as well. And next up, we've got a 1934 series. There's Otis for 10 in the pool. Oh, did I throw that? No, I think we skipped one, Eric. Up one line. Lot number 25. 1934 series. This sticker doesn't mean anything. It's just because I've got it in this holder. In fact, it's probably better if I just turn the bill around. Never mind. I'll leave it as it is. No need to touch it. There we go. $10 start on this. This is a funny back. That's why they call it a funny back. This is the last year they used a design like this. The next note they made had the regular $1 note reverse like we are used to. Silver certificate here. Series 1934. I'll start this off at $10. Who give me $10? Mickey at 10. 10 now. Timothy at 10. Now needs 11. 10 needs 11. $11 bid. There's Timothy at 12. 12 now. Looking for a bid of 13. $13. How about a bid of 13? 13. Wait a bit of 13. $13. How about a bid of 13? $13 now. A bit of 13. Got 12. Looking for a bid of 13. At 12 going once, looking for a bit of 13, $13. How about a bit of 13, $13 now? A bit of 13. Got a 12, 12 going twice now, looking for a bit of 13, $13. How about a bit of 13, 13? Anybody a bit of 13? Sold to Tim at 12. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right, now, we've been waiting for this, right? Here it is. 1914D. In VG, a 1914D, $180 to get you started on this one. 180, anybody bid a 180? How about a 180, 180, 180, anybody bid a 180? How about a bid of 180? Oh, 180. How about a 180? 180, 180, 180, a bit of 180, 180, 180. Relatively problem-free coin. Nice looking 1914D. These things have doubled in value in the past, 8 or 10 years. Nobody in on the 180? 1914D at 180. Talking about a $210 coin, and these things are really tight on margin. Generally don't see a good deal on them. All right, nobody needs the 14D. Hello, Mr. Ash. 14D here at 180. Oh, he gives me a 180. Mr. Ash at 180 now, 200. 200, how about a bit of 200? 200 now, a bit of 200, 200, 200. Got a 180 looking for 200, 200, 200, a bit of 200. We'll give it about a minute, see if anybody wants to jump in there. But otherwise, Mr. Ash, I appreciate you jumping in there and taking this one. They're not easy to find at all, unless you're going through my boxes. I found 4 of them in a bunch of boxes. I can't believe it, right? All right, sold at 180. Thank you, Mr. Ash. And now we move back to the desk and we go through the slabs. 1970D MS66 red, NGC MS66 red. Going to start this at $21. 21 for the collector in you. $21 now. Wait a bit of 21. How about a 21? 21. Anybody bit of 21? $21. How about a bit of 21? Roy Wheeler takes $40 on the pull. That would be 2 lots, so he gets 25 coins. Thank you, Roy. Any bids? $21 on this 70D. 21. Anybody bid at 21? 21. MS66 red, not very easy to get. There's a reverse side. What can I do here? That actually works okay. Not bad. All right, we'll move on. 1970S, large date. Good night, Tim. Appreciate it, sir. 1970S, large date. Going to run this one at $15. 15 only. MS66 red. 1970S, large date. At 15. Anybody want to take it at 15? $15? How about a $15 bid? Anybody bid at 15? 15? How close can I? I actually do a pretty good job of focusing there. Almost a good job at holding the coin still. All right, we'll pass on this one. Does anyone want any NGC holdered Lincoln Cents in MS66 red? There's Doug at 15 on this 70S large date. At 15. All right, we'll give it to Doug. Go ahead and take it. Thank you, Doug. Now we'll try 71D. How about 71D? Got a 71D here at $16. 71D at 16. Start me up at 16. $16. How about a bid of 16? All right, nobody at 16. Okay, let's change the pace here just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just lay some of these out. And if you are interested, you can tell me. There's a 71S, a 72, a 74D, a 74 plain, a 74S. Okay, just ask me for a price if you don't have the list out in front of you. You get to take it straight up at the price given. $75D, 76, 77, 79, and 80D. Anybody's interested in any of these MS66 red Lincoln Cents, starting with the 71S, we're at $14. 72 Philly is at $14. The 74 Denver is at $12. 74 Philadelphia at $8. The 74S at $39. That's a $55 coin. The 75D at $12. A small date 60. Small date 1960. Okay. I have a small date 1960. I will email you about that, okay? Okay, Mike, I'll email you about that one. Any other interest in an MS66 red memorial cent? Let's see, that 74S is $39, a 75D at $12. What will a 1-ounce silver eagle get you on the coin pull? I give you 25 coins for it. 25 pulls. Let's see, we've got a 76 at $12, a 77 at $19, a 79 at $12. And over here I've got a 1980D at $21, a 1981D at $21, and a 1990 Philadelphia. We're going to start that one separately because this is altogether a different looking coin. Let me know if you want to do that, text star, and I'll get it set up. I want Get all these stacked back up here. Like that. Then we're going to do this and zoom in, and I'll show you this. This is way undergraded. It is a 1990. It grades MS66 red, but look at this coin. It's proof-like. They didn't catch it when they were grading, I guess. They just didn't get its proof-like as it should be. That is just a beautiful coin. You know, actually, Techstar, I give you 25, but you actually get 30 because you get the free 5. So you get 30 pulls for it. I didn't think about that. Because it's $50 worth of purchase. And then the extra 5. All right, so this, let's go ahead and put a title up on this one. The 1990. This is going to be lot number 41. We're going to start this at $9, only $9. If anybody wants to bid on this, they can start at $9. I thought this was one of the most perfect looking Lincoln cents I've ever seen, and they really chopped me down on the grade. I truly believe this is a 68. All right, Mickey gives me a $9 bid. $9 from Mickey now. Looking for a $10 bid. 10 9, a bit of $10. How about a bit of 10? $10 now. A bit of 10. Anybody 10? Anybody 10? $10 bid. 9, a bit of $10. How about a $10 bid? Yeah, again, Techstar, with the Silver Eagle, you buy $50 worth of pulls, which would be 25 coins, and then you get the 5 extra for free, so it'd be 30 coins you get for a Silver Eagle. Mr. Ash says he'd take 40 on the pull. Thank you very much, sir. That'd be $40 or 40 coins. Please let me know. $40 would get you 25 coins. 40 coins would be $80, plus you get 10 extra. Looks like nobody wants this any worse than Mickey does at $9. Looking for a $10 bid on this. How about a bid of 10? Bid of 10, bid of 10, bid of 10, anybody bid of 10? No 10. We'll give it to Mickey at 9. That works for me. Thank you, Mickey. All right. That is all I've got except for the pull. If anybody wants to come in on the pull and let me know what they'd like on the pull will be Thursday evening. I may do it tomorrow evening. Mickey, you want to do the pull tomorrow evening? If we do the pull tomorrow evening, that means the coins will be out in the mail Thursday. I'll push them into the mail. Okay, we'll do the pull tomorrow evening. We'll do the pull tomorrow evening. Doug says he wants 20 on the pull. Paul Sasso says he'll take 10 on the pull. And Mr. Ash, I still need you to be clear with me on this. You said you wanted 40 on the coin pull. Did you want 40 coins or $40 worth? $40 coins is $80, but it gets you, well, the yes, I don't know which one yes would be because I asked you a one or the other question. $40 or 40 coins? $40. Okay, $40 worth. That's 2 lots. We got him on there for 2 lots. Thank you, Mr. Ash. Got something else that we can take a look at. I received another submission back. We can take a look at here. 1970S small date PCGS MS64 red. I've got these at $40 per coin. $40 per coin. 1970S small date and 64 red. And I have a few of them. So if you want them at $40, I'll let you grab one of these at $40. 1970S PCGS MS64 red, small date. This is the scarce one, and they got them all correct because I told them. But PCGS has a habit of grading large dates as small dates. This is not the case with these coins. They are all genuine small dates. If you want one, let me know. $40. That's all I've got for tonight. That is all she wrote. I appreciate everybody coming in and talking with me and getting in on this auction. And I will be back, be Thursday with, David, these are all MS64 red, 1970S, PCGS MS64 red, small date. Well, hey, Mark. Night, Dirty Water. So, Mark, I pulled a stack of NGC holdered coins to show and see if you or anybody else. What time is the coin pull? It's going to be 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And the 70S small date PCGS coins, $40. If you want one, just let me know at $40. You just mail it to me, David. That's all it takes. Just mail it to me. And that's at my regular address, P.O. Box 2364, Smithfield, North Carolina, 27577. And if you've got the list out in front of you, if you've got the list out in front of you, Dr. T, you can see what I've got left here. And you can purchase them straight up at the price on my list. Just let me know what you've got in silver that you want to send in, David. And I take silver at today's spot in exchange for whatever you want to purchase today. I'm not exactly sure. Let me look up today's spot. Today's is 52.08. It's actually 51.96 to 52.08. I'll take it at 52. Needs to be 0.999 silver or 900 constitutional U.S. coins. I appreciate the question on that. It needs to be marked 999 fine, or it needs to be 90% constitutional U.S. coins. I've also got 79, 80, and 81D. Mark, if you're interested in any of these for your collection, just let me know. We'll work up a deal on them. Coin pull will be 7 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. And I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you very much. And have yourselves a wonderful night. Taco John wants 20 coins in the mystery pull. Please email me if you don't catch up and get your pull before I shut down the broadcast. And if you want in, please let me know. Yeah, so 1 ounce will get you $52. Okay, Mark. You can also look at the list that I put out for today's auction. I won't replace that until I get another one ready. That's coppercoins.com/auction, and you can look up the dates and mints that I have there. And I hope you feel better real soon. I hate it when people don't feel well. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Everybody have a great night and be well.